In this video, we are going to cover the functions of topics in Rqt, and for this we are going to use the Rqt Graph and the command line tools to introspect the Rqt topics. In Rqt, the complex system is breakdown into many modular nodes, and the topic is the vital part of the Rqt which act as a bus for nodes to exchange messages. For example, here we have two nodes, and this node is publishing the message inside this topic, and this node is subscribing the message from this topic. So this is how the topics are used to exchange the messages between different nodes. In Rqt, a node can publish data to any number of topics and simultaneously have subscription to any number of topics. Here in this example, you can see that this node is publishing the data to this topic, and these two nodes are subscribing the same message from this topic. And you can also create multiple nodes that are publishing the different message on the topic, and these two nodes are subscribing these messages from this topic. So the topics don't have not only to be point-to-point communication, it can be one-to-many, many-to-one, or many-to-many. So this is the main function of the topic, to exchange the data between the nodes. In our previous tutorial, we have covered about the functionality of the nodes in Rqt. So the first thing is we have to simulate the environment, so we can visualize and clearly understand how actually topic works. To run the simulator, open your command prompt, go inside your workspace. First thing we have to do is to source the Pixie environment. So type here Pixie space shell and press enter. Now you can see that we are inside the Pixie Rqt Kilted environment. The next thing is we have to source the Rqt environment. For this you have to type here call space go inside the directory where you have installed your Rqt and run this file local setup.bat and press enter. And these two things we must have to do whenever we open a new shell or the new command prompt in order to work with the Rqt system. Now to run the simulator, you have to type here Rqt space run, the name of the package which is turtlesim, and the name of the executable file which is turtlesim -node, and press enter. Here you can see that the simulator is opened here. Now to move this turtle with the arrow keys on our keyboard, we have to run another node called turtle. For this, open another command prompt and make sure you have sourced the environment. After that, you have to run this command Rqt space run, and the name of the package which is again turtlesim, and the name of the executable file which is turtle -key, and press enter. Now this node is running, and here you can see that we can use these arrow keys to rotate and move our turtle. So here you can see that my turtle is rotating, and here it is moving and drawing the path. Next, we will use the Rqt Graph to visualize the topics and the nodes that we are currently running in our system, as well as the connections and the communication between them. To run the Rqt Graph, you have to open another command prompt. Make sure you have sourced your environment. After that, write the command Rqt run Rqt Graph space Rqt -graph again and press enter. If you have multiple executables for Rqt Graph in your system, simply run this exe file. So write the command again. This time type here .exe also and press enter. So here is our Rqt Graph. Right now it is just showing only one node. To visualize everything, make sure you refresh this Rqt Graph. Simply click on this button. Now here you can see all the active nodes and the topics that are currently running in our system. So these two are the actions. We will cover about these in our upcoming tutorials in detail. So this is our first node, turtlesim. This is our second node, turtle, and this is our topic, turtle1 cmd-val. So what is going on here? If you go and put your mouse on the turtle node, it is showing all the communication that is happening with this node. So this turtle node is sending the commands that we are sending through the keys to the topic cmd-val. Then this node is subscribing those commands from the cmd-val, and then it will move the turtle in the simulator that is running in the turtlesim node. And similarly, when I move my mouse on turtlesim node, you can see all the communications that are happening with this node are highlighted with the color. So Rqt Graph is a very useful tool when we are dealing with more complex system where we have multiple nodes and topics that are connected with each other in many different ways. Now we will look at some command line tools for introspecting the Rqt topics. First, we will get the list of all the topics currently active in the system. For this, again open another command prompt, source your environment, and to get the list of all the active topics, you have to type here ROS2 space topic space list and press enter. Here is the list of all the active topics. In our example, we are using this topic Turtle1 CMD well to send the data that we are getting by pressing these arrow keys from one node to another node. Here you can also see in the Rqt graph here, we are using this CMD well topic to send the data from the Teleop turtle to the turtle sim simulator. Next, to know the type of message that we are sending through these topics, for this again we have to use the same command ROS2 topic list but with the parameter -t in the end. Now press enter. Here now you will get the same list of the topics, but this time with the type of the messages that are going through these topics. For example, in CMD well, we are sending the twist type of message, and in the color sensor topic, we are sending the color type of message. Similarly, in pose, we are sending the pose type of message. If you are wondering where all these topics are in the Rqt graph, for this you have to uncheck all these options in front of hide. Now you can see the list of all the active topics. Here is the topic 1, CMD well, the pose topic and the color sensor topic. For now, I am going to again check all of these options to avoid the confusion. Now to see the data being published on this CMD well dash topic through this Teleop turtle node. So go back into your command prompt and now run this command ROS2 space topic space echo and the name of the topic, which is /turtle1 /cmd dash well. So type the name here after echo /turtle1 /cmd dash well and press enter. Now to publish the data through this Teleop turtle node, we have to go back into the command prompt where we are running this node. Now select the command prompt where you are running this node, and now to send the data you have to press the arrow keys from your keyboard. Now as you can also see that here in the turtle sim simulator, the robot is moving whenever I am pressing my arrow keys. And here you can see the data that we are sending through the topic. Now if you go back into the Rqt graph to understand the flow, here I am publishing this data from this node Teleop turtle into the topic CMD well. Then this data is being subscribed by this node turtle sim, and this node is our simulator, and you can see that whenever I was pressing my arrow keys, the data will go into this topic, and then this simulator will use this data in order to move this turtle or robot. Next, if I uncheck this debug box, you can see that another node is created by the echo command that we have just ran here to visualize the data. Now you can see that we have one node that is publishing the data, and we have two nodes that are subscribing the data from this topic. One of is our echo command and the one is our simulator. As you can see here, topics don't have only one-to-one communication. They can have one-to-many, many-to-one or many-to-many. In our example, this topic is acting as a communication channel between one publisher node and the two subscriber nodes. Another way of looking at this, you have to open another command prompt, and to get the information about the topic, you have to type here ROS2 space topic space info space the name of the topic, which is /turtle1 /cmd dash well, and press enter. Here you can see that the message type of this topic is twist, and it is present in the library called geometry messages message, and it is acting as a communication channel between one publisher node and the two subscriber nodes. To get the detailed information about this topic, you have to use the verbose flag in the end of this command. So type this command again. This time also type space --verbose, or you can also type -v and press enter. Here you will get the detailed information now about this topic, as we know that this topic is a communication channel between one publisher node and two subscriber nodes. Here you will get also now the name of the node. The name of the publisher node is Teleop turtle. You can also see in the graph here, and its message type is twist, and the function of this node is publishing the message. And here you can also get the QS profile of this node. Similarly, you can get the same information about the subscribers node here. The name of the one of the subscriber node is turtle sim. Here you can also see in the graph. And similarly, you can get the message type and the function of this node and its QS profile. And the name of the second subscription node is Rqt CLI, which is our echo command. You can also see here in the graph here. So you will get the same information again, the message type, its function, and the QS profile. Nodes send data over topics using messages. Publishers and subscribers must send and receive the same type of message to communicate. In our example, we are using the message of type twist from the package called geometry messages. Now to learn about the details or the structure of this message, you have to use the command rqt space interface space show space the name of the message. So you can simply copy it from here, the type of the message, and paste it here and press enter. Here you can see the structure of this message. It is composed of two vectors, linear and angular, of three elements each, x, y, and z, of type float 64. So here you can also see that in our echo command, we are getting the same type of the message, linear and angular, of three elements each, x, y, and z. Now we know the structure of this message, so we can publish directly this message to the topic by using our command prompt. For this, you have to type here rqt space topic space pub space the name of the topic, which is /turtle1 /cmd-well space the type of the message, which is of twist type from the package geometry messages. Space, now we have to write the linear and the angular data in the format of the YAML string. For this, create a set of commas here, and inside these commas create a set of curly brackets. First we are going to fill this linear part, so type here linear, put colon, and don't forget to put the space after each colon. Now again create a set of curly brackets. Now inside these curly brackets we have to fill these three elements of the linear part. So first write x here, colon space the value for the x, for example 2.0. You have to do the same for the y and z. So put comma here, now type y, colon space the value for y and the value for z. After completing the linear part, put comma here, space. Now we have to write the angular part, so type here angular, colon space, create a set of curly brackets. Now we have to fill these three elements for the angular part. First write x here, write the value for x, write the value for y, and write the value for z. And on the z-axis, we want to give the angular velocity of 1.8 meter per second. So after writing your message, to publish this message, you have to simply press the enter. Now here you can see that it is publishing the messages continuously. And here in the simulator, you can see that our robot is moving in a loop continuously. Next, you don't have always to write the entire message in your command prompt if you only want to change some of the elements of this message. So you just have to write the elements here in the message that you want to change. For example, in my case, I am changing only the z coordinate from the angular part, and from the linear part, I am just changing the x coordinate. So in this case, I don't have to write the entire message. Now if I press enter again, here in the simulator, you can see that again my robot is running in the same loop. Next, you can also publish the empty message. In this case, it will use the default value 0 for all of these elements, and it will send it at the frequency of 1 Hz, which is equivalent to this command, the 0 value for all of these elements and the frequency rate of 1 Hz. Right now, this publisher is publishing these messages continuously. If you want to publish it only once, so you have to use the once flag in the end of this command. So type here space --once and press enter. Now it will publish this message only once, and then it will automatically close this publisher. Next, this node instantly start publishing the messages when we press the enter key. It will not wait until our subscriber nodes are ready. So in some cases, we have to wait until our subscriber nodes are ready before publishing the messages. So for this, we have to use the flag -w and the number of the subscriber nodes. So in our case, we have 2 subscriber nodes. So again, write your command and now put the flag -w space the number of subscriber nodes. Now it will wait for the subscriber nodes to be ready before publishing the messages. Now here you can see that if I can close one of the subscriber node, and now if I will run my publisher, so instead of publishing the messages, this time it is waiting for at least 2 subscriber nodes. So if I will activate again my second subscriber node, here you can see that the publisher now starts its loop for publishing the messages. Here in the Rqt graph, you can also see that this new publisher node is publishing the messages on the topic cmd_val, and these two subscriber nodes are subscribing these messages from this topic. Next, to visualize the rate or the frequency at which this data is published, for this go into the terminal and type rqt space topic space hertz space the name of the topic, which is turtle1/cmd-val, and press enter. Right now it is publishing these messages at the average rate or the frequency of 1 Hz. Now we will change the frequency of this publisher from 1 to 4 Hz. For this we have to pass the flag here in the end of this command, --rate space the frequency rate. This time we want to run it on 4 Hz. Now press enter. As you can see that the speed of this publisher is now fast than before. Now if I check the frequency of the topic, so you can see here that now the average rate or the frequency is around 4 Hz. Next, you can also visualize the bandwidth used by a topic. For this you have to type here rqt space topic space bw space the name of the topic, which is turtle1/cmd-val, and press enter. Now here you can see the bandwidth utilization and the number of messages published to the topic. Next, to find all the available topics that are using the same type of message, for this you have to type here rqt space topic space find and the name and the type of the message. We are using the twist type of the message from the package called geometry messages /message/ and the type of the message is twist. Now press enter. It will list all the topics that are using this type of message. In our case, the cmd-val is using the twist type of message. So this is all about the topics. In the end, after finishing all of your work, don't forget to close all of these nodes or the terminals by pressing Ctrl+C in each of the terminal. So this is it for today. Next we will cover about the services in ROS2. So if you want to learn more about robotics, AI and software development, you can subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the updates of the new uploads. See you next time. Bye bye.